with another off-season scrimcast here in VRML, nearly onto Season 4. You know, we're dropping pretty soon into Season 4, so we'll see how it goes. Regardless, for now, we will be doing a off-season scrimcast between ZER0 and Ling. A very exciting matchup to see here, actually. Seeing these two teams popping up a good few times in the off-season on these casts, as well as just within the community. A lot of people are looking forward to seeing the performance from some of these Ling and ZER0 members, I feel. At least I am. We do have Ethan, Bennett, and Andrew Corumpe. Andrew Corumpe, I believe, is actually from Blue X, if I'm not mistaken. Which is an interesting, maybe, pickup here. Which is an interesting pickup here from ZER0, surprisingly, actually. Let me look at that real quick. I'm not quite sure. Andrew, Ethan, and Bennett Corumpe all here for ZER0. Maybe I'm just mistaken here. But looks like most of these members are already actually in here. 4 Ling members, 4 ZER0 members, just waiting for the last for each of these. We haven't had map vote yet, so I'll be surprised if it doesn't come up soon. With so many players in here already, very punctual teams. We've just barely rolled over the start here. Looks like we do have Jewish Potato coming in here, who for ZER0, actually a server change, it seems like. I was not told about a server change, but that seems like it, since there's no one here. Sorry for the roadblock there, folks. I was not informed there would be a server change. I assumed we would be staying on that server. Looks like it will be a server change. Okay. Getting back into it. Sorry about that confusion, folks. Not quite sure what happened there, but we are here now. Maybe they just weren't happy with that server. Looks like we do have just a mix of members here right now. I'm not quite sure who is going to start on what side. Looks like all of the players are actually here now. So we'll be getting started pretty soon then. Looks like ZER0 will be switching back onto offense here. Map vote probably getting started up pretty soon. We have all the players here, very punctual, only 3 minutes off of start time. Very good to see from both these teams. Rosters for first map look like they're going to be Zen, Parrot, 5-2, 1 Toast, and Peak for Ling. Jewish Potato, Ethan, Andrew, and Bennett Corumpe, as well as Daxi for ZER0. Full roster from both sides, I believe. It's going to be a very interesting matchup to watch and to see, you know, how well they match up against each other. I haven't really seen Ling and ZER0 go against each other just yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing it happen. First map is going to be Factory here. I don't have a ton of information on Factory performance for ZER0 just because they did not play in Season 3, I believe. And same with Ling. I can't see any information for them on Factory either. So this is going to be going into this pretty blind. I believe I saw both Ling and ZER0 play on Factory in a previous scrimcast, and I believe they both did pretty well. But I don't really have any predictions right now, just based off of previous performance that I've been seeing. I'm going to make a prediction that Ling is going to take Factory here, but I'm not quite sure on that. It's not really a straight up just will they, won't they? You know, there's going to be factors that go into that. Whether the gunplay is doing well, whether, you know, these players can get it down and get, you know, ready to get ready to go in. Looks like ZER0 will be doing the standard Tetris play here on roof. Andrew, Bennett, and Ethan all on this hatch. Tetris is blown out. The hatch is down. 5-2 and Toast both here on the back hallway. Toast doesn't even have his gun up. If they had dropped, it would have been pretty dangerous for him. Zen is also roaming, it seems. Ethan and Jewish now here on the vending machine. Drone going into A. They're going to find out pretty quickly that A is completely empty. So Jewish, Daxi, and Ethan probably think about pushing straight in. It looks like Ling going for more of a point reclamation strategy. Peak does get the flank off here. One Toast taking down Ethan as well on that back hallway. Jewish Potato is in the point now. Seeming to probably go for the plant here. Peak not able to go up because of this incendiary. Now pushing up. Zen following behind. Peak does pull off here some info peaks. Ethan gets taken down by Peak. Andrew takes down Parrot as he pushes in. Peak pushes in, gets taken out by Jewish Potato. Zen trying to push forward with 5-2. They're on a pretty short time limit here. It looks like they will be blowing the cubby wall. Some callouts here. 5-2 takes down Andrew with some great trips. Jewish Potato watching the EMP from inside here. They didn't hear the rappel. Zen takes down Jewish Potato as he does get the kill there on 5-2. But he just barely gets the kill off on that final ZER0 member. Ling goes up 1 here on pistol round. Congratulations to them. Pretty good start to their economy. You know, ZER0 is not too far down here when it comes to, you know, how much money they have. So they can get this back pretty easily. I'm pretty sure. We actually do have 2 RCP buys here from these Ling members. I'm kind of surprised to see RCP coming out here. I wouldn't necessarily personally call it meta. But maybe some players just have decided, you know, the higher fire rate is a good trade-off. Meanwhile, over on ZER0, just mostly pistols, along with a hero by Omen here from Bennett Korumpe. I'm curious what Ling is going to do here. If they're going to hold storage, I don't see a lot of utility here on storage. I don't really see any trips. I'm surprised to not see any proximities either. Andrew Korumpe looking to move up here on storage. Maybe actually going upstairs to hit the hatch. Yep, he does head in here, trying to blow the A hatch immediately. Trying to get Ling maybe off kilter here. See if he pushes down immediately. I would be surprised. Peek. Trying to peek up here. Toast takes out Juice Potato and Ethan. Andrew rappelling down here, trying to get the refrag off. Bennett and Daxi trying to hold down storage here. Andrew trying to get a few, you know, quick peeks off. He just barely can't get it off. Ling now holding the points, knowing they have numbers advantage pretty handily. Daxi now in the storage. There's no utility here from Ling, but they have numbers advantage. Toast takes out Daxi there. Bennett takes out Toast as he comes through. Zen takes out Bennett as well as Andrew there. With the RCP, actually, maybe I need to reevaluate that a little bit. You know, the quick peek there, and especially the play space from Zen. Hipfire RCP two-handed there, very accurate. You know, maybe some players getting some good plays down with the RCP versus with other guns. ZER0 now down to, unfortunately, you know, not having a ton of money. They do have a Vezin and a Marui coming out, and the more rounds they lose, the better their economy is going to get. Ling going for a bit of a soft buy here. They do have a Vezin and a Marui out, but they actually still keep these RCPs and an Omen, trying to save a good bit of money. We'll see how that works out for them. I'm somewhat surprised to not see a full buy. Maybe they're going a bit more of a conservative play here, just because they know the guns over on ZER0 leave some to be desired. Looks like ZER0 picks up an additional Vezin on their way here. Jewish Potato up over by the A hatch. Ling surprisingly having no upstairs roamers, choosing to stay on point. Drone is coming through here, is 100% going to check that back hallway. Looks like 5-2 tried to go for a wall bang up through the hatch. Just doesn't get anything off. Juice Potato now in. There is a prox. It's going to let them know that there's someone by the hatch. Hatch is now foamed. Toast, Peak, and Zen all watching the hatch along with 5-2. It's going to be a bit of a rough push here for ZER0 if they do try to go in from the hatch. But they might be able to get it done. There is a drone here. It's going to be able to get some good information. Juice Potato now down by the wall. Wall is foamed. Toast to push forward towards the wall before going back into connector. If Ling can, just get a good grenade out in that hallway, they'll get some great health down. Daxi does go down to half because of a frag. Zen trying to get some wall bangs off. Doesn't really get anything. Parrot is going to be stuck in front of this open wall if he's not careful. That wall does open up. Parrot tries to lean out and get some hits off. Toast pushes straight through. Does take out Ethan and Jewish. Andrew takes down Parrot as Toast gets the 3K here. Taking down Andrew. Suddenly, just Bennett, who's getting pushed out by Toast here, looking for the 4K, but gets taken down. Bennett with the Omen takes out Peak and Toast, but gets taken down by Zen. Ling leading 3-0 now. Pretty dominant economy lead there. But ZER0, they will be able to... I almost feel like ZER0 might want to call a force buy here rather than a save. They really need to get a round off, and if they can just claim a gun or two off of Ling, it's going to give them a much better situation. Peak, unfortunately, just barely not able to get a rifle. Just barely. Looks like he might be asking 5-2 to get him a rifle. We'll see if he does. Bit of a cheeky proximity up in storage here for Ling, trying to just make sure ZER0 can't claim any ground without them knowing. I'm somewhat surprised to not see a rotate called here from ZER0, maybe a off-meta push. I just feel like, on these meta pushes, they're kind of getting egoed out pretty quickly. But maybe they're counting on that to really get, Ling overconfident. Bennett is going to be going for the drone here. We do have Toast upstairs, maybe trying to get a window peek off. He does know they're over here. Bennett Cornpay pushing in with the drone, trying to get any information on any utility they can. He does not see the procs for his team, so they are going to know if he's coming in. Toast takes out Daxi up on the stairs here. They get droned out here. Very dangerous situation for ZER0 to be in. Already down a member immediately. The drone does come through in storage. Nade comes out very, late. Nade there from Parrot and Zen, I believe. Didn't really get any damage off either. Ethan pushes up, takes out Zen. I'm surprised there's no wall bangs here. Parrot takes out Ethan. Parrot takes out Bennett. Jewish gets the kill off there, but 5-2 takes down Andrew as he tries to push in with some trips. Toast taking down Jewish Potato as he pushes in from the upstairs window. Ling quickly claiming their 4th round. I don't want to call it too early here, but I think my prediction might be right. ZER0, I think, is nickel and diming their way to a loss. They unfortunately just aren't saving as much as they could. Bought Kenny. Unfortunately, looks like ZER0 did drop a player. They actually dropped a player, but quickly got one back from Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Maybe getting a ringer fill or just a scrim fill here. I'm kind of surprised to see a SWMG player here. But regardless, welcome to the game. ZER0 having to kind of scramble their plays up a little bit here. I think, needing a little bit of team composition work, trying to push together, get the refrags off. Here on Factory, on offense, it's a bit rough to, try to get these plays off spontaneously. You need to have some predetermined plays off, typically, to be able to get it through. Looks like ZER0 is going to be calling, I believe, the off-meta pushing into lockers rather than the hatch. Toast is here on lockers, getting peeked out by Andrew. Does take out Andrew on the hipfire, but Jewish gets the refrag. And Dumb takes out Parrot, trying to get a nade out. Very early incendiary and nade there from Ling, trying to get any damage they can. They just don't get it off. Again, very early utility usage here just doesn't really work out. They're trying to get any hits they can, but who's going to push through an incendiary and get killed by that frag? Almost no one. Peak here, rotating into lockers, trying to get any hits off in case they try to push out, but it looks like ZER0 is actually calling another rotate here. Daxi at the entrance of A, shooting out, I believe, a static, is going to see Zen info peeking out. Zen does get killed by Daxi as he tries to push through. Daxi in the back of the point here. A is fully claimed by ZER0 now. Ling on a 2v3. It's looking pretty good for ZER0 here. Peek nearly gets taken out by Daxi on the long peek. Wall is foamed here, I believe. Peek trying to get just a quick pick off here on Daxi, but now Cubby wall is blown. Looks like they do have a person up on roof. It's going to be really rough for the push here as Peek does take out Dumb, trying to push forward, take out Daxi, but just barely can't get it off. He would have to bring his gun up from hip height. ZER0 claims their first round, actually, and Ling is not going to have a lot of money to work with. They just barely can get the soft buy off, actually, as Peek just barely can't get an Aril or a Vezin. And now, ZER0 can hop into a full buy, actually, so they might swing this to a 2-4. You know, still going down a couple rounds, but not as bad as it could have been. Looks like we do have mid-floor here on defense for Ling. They're probably going to go up and do a hatch guard here, as they know ZER0 tried to do that before. I'd be surprised if ZER0 doesn't go for the meta push again, just because they did get that round off. They want to go back to, you know, their bread and butter and try to get what they're used to. It looks like they might push through assembly, actually. We do have Andrew and Daxi both down here, maybe just grabbing some utility. 5-2 is actually over here by Jen. Might get some flanks off, but it looks like Andrew, Jewish, and Dumb are actually 3-stacking over here to the blue stairs. Andrew dropping straight in, heading towards Museum, not checking his corners too well. It's because they probably know there's not many people here. Peek definitely hears that wall being blown. Peek does take out Andrew. Dumb tries to get the refrag off, just barely can't get off. Jewish does take out Toast. Dumb is blocked off from pushing in. Peek is very low now. Suddenly, ZER0 has full control of the point as they do a very quick off-meta push here. Parrot gets taken out there by Bennett. Zen on a peek from the connector does take out Daxi, but he is known to be in the connector now. Juice Potato here, blocking off the defuse. Dumb does take out 5-2 from, I believe, War Room. Juice Potato takes out Peek, who is in the smoke trying to loot a gun, I believe. Bennett trying to get this off. Zen pushing forward, does get killed by Dumb, who was on the long peek. ZER0 claims their second round here. I may have spoken a bit prematurely there. They only need 2 rounds to tie this up, and now Ling is on offense here on Factory. ZER0 will have to put some work in here, but it's not as bad as it could have been. They didn't get 6-0, they didn't get 5-1s. They have some breathing room here. Looking at the scores so far, it's moving pretty quickly. Toast on a 2.0 here for Ling. Definitely a front runner, as far as I'm concerned. Juice Potato nearly on a 2.0 as well. Well done on both sides here. Looks like we do have 20 seconds left here. I'm curious what the play is going to be from Ling. I'm guessing it's going to be just a Tetris push here. I'd be surprised if they don't do the meta. We do have a few players actually down from the roof. Defenses here below hatch are pretty light. Looks like we do have Dumb on a on lockers here. We have a Taurus play here from Dumb, actually, trying to get some, you know, quick shots off here, along with Parrot from Ling. I'm surprised to see, you know, 2 Tauruses here, one from both sides. Trading back Tauruses. Toast tries to get a very cheeky info peek off here. Incendiaried out. He's going to have to push back. Andrew, counting on the pushback, does not get the hit off. He does get a single body shot off, I believe. Dumb choosing not to flank up. A nade does go through, does take Andrew down pretty low. Juice Potato now on roam. Looks like Ling was trying to go for a very quick push in here. He's kind of blocked off. Juice Potato coming up on the roam here. Peek does take out Andrew from behind the cabinet. Parrot actually on flank watch here, luckily. 5-2 also on flank watch, about to push up here. Might see Jewish as he has his back turn. Jewish does hear the flank. Now he can't push up these stairs without killing. 5-2. Jewish gets taken out there by Parrot with the Taurus. Now it is just Dumb with the Taurus trying to push out, take out these 4 players. They are very low. Does get a collat there, taking down 5-2 and Zen. Dumb in the cubby. Does, unfortunately, not check his corner and take out Peak. He gets killed by Toast and Peak there. Very large potential there. Very big potential for a clutch from ZER0. They just barely couldn't get it off. Well done there. From Ling, claiming their 5th round of the scrim here. Getting word here from one of these Ling players, sorry, from the ZER0 players that actually Dumb is one of their players. Just has the Shadow Wars of Money Gang tag on, I believe. Naughty, naughty. Looks like we do have mostly a meta push here from Ling. Not really surprising as far as I'm concerned. You know, that previous play there from Factory, I just feel like ZER0 barely didn't get that off with the Taurus. If they could have just checked that cubby, they would have been pretty in the clear from getting swung by Parrot just because he was so low. Ling is going for storage push here. Toast going for very early incendiary. He's probably going to take down Dumb here, trying to get the refrag off. Ling going for a very quick push. Jewish Potato gets taken down by Toast, immediately gets taken down by Bennett. Peak takes down Daxi with that Marui. Droning out Bennett now is probably going to get pushed up here by Parrot and Peak. Dumb takes out Zen when he tries to peek in from the storage door. Andrew takes out Parrot as he pushes in with that incendiary. Takes out Andrew. Suddenly a 1v1 here. Dumb is down to 10 health. 5-2 is fresh with 100 health. Does have an RCP. Really only needs to shoot Dumb once with any gun here. 5-2 in the point. Switches out here. Does pack a Marui now. Chooses to switch over to A. Dumb just wasn't sure where 5-2 was, and so he does have to push out and get a weapon. He unfortunately can't claim a Marui, but he does get a Viper. Hopefully he checks the ammo on that. 5-2 now in A. These players basically right next to each other without knowing it. Dumb does stem up. So it's going to be less than one shot here. 5-2 peeking the wall. Does take out Dumb there. Unfortunately for Dumb, I don't believe there were any sound cues, but maybe he did hear a reload, actually. Yeah, he probably did hear that reload. That's really unfortunate for ZER0, now having to get 5 rounds in a row. Tough situation to be in for any team. I think they might be able to do it, though. Ling guaranteeing themselves overtime, going for a soft buy, actually a full buy now. ZER0 has a tough task ahead of them to defend a full buy with 2 Arils, a Vezin, an Omen, and a Taurus. You know, Dumb has been doing pretty well with that Taurus, I would say. So we'll see how that works out. Toast nearly had a 2.0 KD along with Peak. You know, pretty well done from them. Ling putting out a great showing here on Factory so far. Good offensive and defensive halves. Only losing 2 rounds off of ZER0. Looks like we will have maybe a meta push here from Ling. Trying to push down onto the A hatch. Just going for their bread and butter. There actually is not an upstairs roamer here from ZER0, which I'm surprised about. Especially with Ling pushing in extremely quickly. They could get some early picks off as long as they had a good roam before they got droned out. If they hear the drone, they know there's going to be someone in the building. They could push out quickly and get some picks off. Pretty cheekily. Andrew Corumpe waiting at the bottom of these stairs with Toast and Zen pushing down right next to him. Hopefully he's pretty patient here and waits until he sees someone. Zen pushing down now. The drone is going to try to ping out Andrew. Andrew takes out Zen. Andrew takes out Parrot and Toast, but gets taken out by Peak on the hatch. I'm not sure why he pushed under that hatch there. He does get a 3K, which is just super, super important there for ZER0. Now, Peak and 5-2 have to push in as a pair. Andrew gets a 3K. It's going to be pretty rough for Ling to get this off, I would say. Looks like they do loot some utility from their teammates' bodies. I would guess they might call a rotate here. I'm going to throw an incendiary down, maybe. Not really going to hit anyone, but it does let them know that someone's upstairs as Dumb takes down 5-2, who was peeking in. Now it's just Peak, who is going to grab a nade to try to take out anyone in that back corner. He is going to try to push down the stairs, I guess. I feel like at this point, 2,000, you could just save. You're up so many rounds, it doesn't hurt to just save. Instead of trying to ego in, I just feel like keeping as much money as you can is going to be just so important here. Preserving your lead is what is really going to win you it, I feel. But maybe, you know, they prefer not to. Peak now revealing he is out in this hallway still. Might get pushed out here. Dumb going for a blind fire. Jewish Potato takes out Daxi as Daxi takes out Peak, unfortunately. You know, losing a player there. But ZER0 now having a good amount of guns. They're only 3 rounds down. It's looking up for them, especially as Ling's economy gets worse and worse. You know, Peak barely able to afford, along with 5-2, the rest of them, you know, barely can get SMGs, even pistols. Hopefully Ling doesn't nickel and dime their way to losing, especially with ZER0 now able to get a good amount of money because of that loss streak and then the win. They'll be able to be on a much better financial situation here. Ling's, you know, economy only stands to go up, however, because if they do start losing rounds, they'll just get more and more money rolling in, so ZER0 has to be very consistent with their gameplay. Dumb AF looks like he will be trying to push out the front door to get some early picks off here on Ling. We'll see if it works out, actually. He could take down Parrot if they're not careful. Zen as well, if he looks up fast enough. Clears it for himself. Clears it out. Parrot will have his back turned as soon as he pushes out. Parrot, dumb as fuck, does not take down Parrot there. He does take down Parrot. Doesn't take any damage, luckily. Almost gets naded out, but he doesn't. Going for a nade in return there does take Toast down a good bit of health. Toast heading up to loot the Taurus off of his teammate there. But unfortunately, they do lose a player. Toast looks like he's pushing up to try to take out Dumb to claim that rifle for himself. Depending on how Dumb plays this, it could work out for them. Daxi going for some wall bangs here outside the A wall. Ling has a pretty tough situation here. Heading in, hopefully Peak does take out these trip mines. Hopefully he does take out the trip mine. Dumb takes out Toast there. He tried to go claim a rifle and just couldn't get it off. Dumb takes out 5-2 as well. Ling on a pretty handy 2v5 here as Dumb takes out Zen as well. Now it's just Peak trying to take out Dumb. Peak takes out Dumb, but he's now known to be in storage and locked in. Peak takes out Bennett. He has a good amount of health here. Takes out Jewish Potato, trying to push in and take out Andrew, but gets taken out by Jewish's nade. He gets a 3K there. Just barely not getting that off. Heartbreaking for Ling there. Peak going 15-9. Toast going 11-8. Dumb now at a 3.0 KD because of that push out. Well done to him. Looks like we do have ZER0 going for a full buy here. They have to in order to get this off. Ling going for a soft buy. They just can't afford a full buy. I think while you're on the 6-4, I feel like you go for a soft safety or maybe an Arill or SMG save just to be able to have enough money for the next round for some utility and a rifle. But I suppose they're just going into this trying to, you know, play it as well as they can. They're still up, so they can afford, I suppose, to lose these 2 rounds. It's just rough to go to OT where it will be even if you can win it on, you know, a round where you have superior firepower. Looks like we have Peak up on Hatch here, trying to push in through Tetris. Zen nearly getting wall banged out. He's getting droned in by his teammate. 5-2 pushing in towards Cubby. Dumb takes out Zen immediately there. Ling now on a 4v5 as Andrew takes out Toast, gets pushed out by Parrot. Parrot trying to take down Daxi as well. ZER0 going for some great play spaces here, trying to take out these Ling players. Looks like wall is about to be blown. Dumb will be right in the middle of it as it blows, most likely. Dumb looking to push out, actually. Actually, wall is not even foamed. Dumb takes out 5-2, going for an even body trade there. EMP is dropped in the corner. Ling on a 2v3 yet again. Jewish just watching that lockers just in case they do try to rotate around, but what do you do here if you're Ling? I feel like you have to push B. You know they're in A. I feel like sneaking over to B while you have time is probably the play here, but they are going to be blowing the A wall here. Sorry, the A wall. I can't believe. And a nade there takes out Parrot as Daxi takes out Peak. I thought that nade took out both of them. It was so synchronized. ZER0, 1 round away from getting this OT down. 3 rounds in a row, just need 1 more. Fantastic gameplay here from ZER0, holding down the points, playing their numbers as well as they can. There is going to be a full buy here from Ling, trying to just get this 7-5 rather than having to go to overtime where it's going to be even ground. Exciting matchup here. I think I called this too soon. You know, I tried to say that Ling was just going to get this off, but maybe I'm wrong. ZER0 now, looking pretty favorable. Ling able to get rifles, but not really much else in the way of utility. They do grab a stim and a breaching foam. They don't have enough to get a drone if they want to take down some incendiaries and frags. Looks like they will go for a drone rather than one of those utilities. 2 foams here from Ling, I'm surprised about. Guess they're just going to take 2 foams in. It is 2nd floor here, so I'm curious why they're going for the hatch. Maybe they're going for a quick push here. They are going for a museum push. Favorite push of mine here. We'll see if ZER0 can counteract it. Going for just the quick push in. Dumb takes out Zen. Oh my goodness. It's a massacre here. 5-2 gets taken down by Andrew. The quick push turned around there on Ling. What happened? ZER0 is up on economy there. But it looks like they will be choosing defense. Bottom floor here, Ling has to be feeling pretty down on themselves there. They were up, you know, 4-2, got to 6, and then they just haven't been able to win a round since. What is going on here? ZER0, congratulations to them. Getting 4 rounds in a row is so good. I believe actually 3 rounds in a row. If they win this, it'll be 4 rounds in a row. My apologies. Oh no. Looks like Ling is going to be going for the meta push here onto storage. ZER0 probably feeling some nerves, nearly about to get this back. Dumb in a very odd spot here. He could get killed immediately if he's not careful, because he is going to rotate out just in time. He might actually go for a pre-peek here. No, he's not. Looks like we do have Ling probably going to go for an A push. Peek pushing in here, going for the quick A foam, I believe. I'm surprised there's no wall bangs there from ZER0. Storage now pushing in. They know there's no utility. There actually is some trips there. Hopefully Parrot shoots this up. Parrot does shoot those out for his teammate. Bennett does get wall banged out a little bit there, but he doesn't get taken down. Stim is in the middle of the floor. Drone in the point. ZER0 choosing not to shoot it. 4 of these players. Dumb does take down Zen on the stairs roam there. Post nearly getting taken out by a peek from Dumb. Dumb getting some great peeks off here. I'll be surprised if he doesn't pick up another one. He's thinking about dropping out here. Toast takes down Jewish Potato as they open up the B wall. Parrot here still in storage. Ling stubbornly sticking to this storage push. Toast takes out Dumb as he tries to peek out again. Andrew takes out Parrot. Andrew pretty low here behind the blue box. He does not get incendiaried out, luckily. Bennett takes down Toast. Daxi nearly getting naded out there. 5-2 takes down Bennett. ZER0 pushing straight out here without fear. Takes out Peak. And 5-2. ZER0 claim factory back against all odds. Well done there from ZER0. I can't believe that. I'm not afraid to admit I was wrong there. I thought Ling was going to win, but ZER0 getting 4 rounds in a row, nearly 5 in a row there. Well done. Oh my goodness. I'm curious what this next map is going to be. Looks like we did have 3 of these Ling members drop. Hopefully we will get a second map. Oh no. Now there's just 1 Ling member left. Looks like maybe they... Oh no. Maybe a server change. I'm hoping it's a server change. I don't want this to end so soon. A heartbreaking loss there for Ling, but I feel like it's not worth leaving over. Looks like it will be a server change. Thank goodness. I thought Ling might just be straight up not playing a second. That would be really rough. Alrighty, these players back in here. ZER0, I believe, looking for a server change. Sorry, Ling looking for a server change here. I'm curious what the next map is going to be. Alrighty. Looks like next map is voted on. I'm curious what the next map is going to be. If I had to guess, I'm going to just, you know, obviously guesses don't mean much at this point. There's enough maps, but I am going to guess it's going to be Arctic. I've been seeing a big trend of teams picking Arctic so far. So that's going to be what I'm going to lock in. I'm curious if I'm going to be right. Shit! A shit pick here is not what I was expecting. Interesting. Honestly, an interesting pick here. I'm not quite sure. I hope it goes really well for both these teams. I haven't seen Ship in a good matchup for a little bit. So I'm excited to see how this goes, especially between these two teams being so close on the last one there. Ling really needs to claim this off of ZER0. You know, claim back a bit of their gameplay there. Parrot is repelled here, up by Birthing, along with Peak and Toast. We do actually have Juice Potato roaming upstairs here, surprisingly. Maybe trying to cover if they try to roam down the stairs. Looks like we do have 5-2, Peak, and Toast all looking pushing through Birthing, along with Parrot. With a roamer over on the other side in Zen. Looks like we do have ZER0 holding down a medical here. Juice Potato takes out Zen on flank immediately, unfortunately, as they did have 2 roamers there. Bennett trying to push out, does get an equal trade-off there, taking out Toast as Peak takes him out, so at least it's an equal blood trade there. They do still have numbers disadvantage, unfortunately, because of that Roamer kill. Juice Potato, Daxi, and Dumb all here in this B point. Ling is going to have a tough time pushing in. Looks like Andrew's thinking about flanking them out. Parrot gets a great lean peek off, nearly taking out one of these players. Jewish gets taken down by an Incendiary. Dumb, as well as Daxi, stuck in the back of the point because of that Incendiary. Andrew takes a great kill there off on Peak as Andrew takes out 5-2 as well, pushing in, taking out his teammate as Daxi takes out Parrot. Andrew tried to shoot Parrot, shot his teammate. Well done there from ZER0, claiming the first round immediately. Looks like we do have Toast and Peak looking to split push here off of Zen, Parrot, and 5-2 for Ling. Ling immediately down a round. You know, pretty rough for them, but maybe it'll be a reverse situation from last time. We do have Juice Potato on point this time. Bennett actually rotating off. 5-2 maybe going in with Parrot droning in his teammate. 5-2 looking to drone Parrot in, checking immediately up top, doesn't see anyone. Dumb takes out Peak immediately on a peek out, I believe. Parrot takes out Andrew, trying to drone his teammate in. Parrot gets taken out by Dumb. Dumb takes down Toast and Parrot. I believe he has a 3K now. Probably looking to pick up Zen as well, but he doesn't know he's on that rappel. 5-2 and Zen looking to push in while they have, you know, pushing advantage. Zen thinking there's someone on the right side of that door because he heard footsteps running up, but they're not quite sure. Getting some wallbangs off, doesn't get any hits. Not quite sure if there is anyone there. Maybe he saw him run over. Zen takes out Jewish as those trips go off, I believe. Daxi getting peeked out by 5-2, just barely not getting hit. Bennett is on flank here. We'll see Bennett's flank, see if he can push down fast enough to save his team from getting pushed in on. Wall is foamed. Daxi's getting pushed in on here. None the wiser, there's two people in the point. Bennett does take out 5-2. Zen takes out Daxi, looks to push out here and take out Bennett. Bennett pushed down the stairs, takes out Zen on the refrag. ZER0 now up 2 here. We'll see if they mirror the situation on last map or if they can get it off. ZER0 has some great momentum from the last map. This is, I believe, their 6th round in a row here between the two maps. You know, this is a server change, so maybe it is going a bit better for, you know, Ling this time. They'll get their feet under them. They do have a soft buy going now. They'll be able to, you know, get some better gunfire in, I believe, some better gunplay in. ZER0 going for actually a force buy, it looks like. We do have Andrew going for a Vezin, along with Bennett also going for a Vezin. A Taurus from Dumb. He's doing pretty well on that Taurus, so I'd be surprised if he doesn't stay on that for a good few rounds more. Looks like we do have maybe a meta push here from Ling. We do have a split push, actually, with Parrot, with Peak over here. Peak does have EMP. I'm surprised to see no drone, actually. Now 5-2 does get a drone. They do have a breaching foam as well, so they have a good few options. Looks like they are going to be pushing into navigation. 5-2 checking for any utility he can. Daxi here, ready to take down the drone. Dumb on the stairs, actually. Doesn't get droned out. I'm surprised the drone didn't just go straight up there. Andrew takes out Zen immediately with a great grenade. Dumb looking to get a pick off on Peak as soon as he comes through that door, along with Parrot. Dumb getting seen there by Parrot, gets taken out immediately. Andrew trying to get the refrag, does take out Parrot. These teams trading back and forth on picks. Andrew trying to get some wallbangs off, just can't get anyone down. Does get wallbanged out nearly. 5-2 back here, does shoot out the trips. He almost got hit by those, actually, so luckily he did shoot those out. Toast checks flank, doesn't see anyone, luckily. Peek here. Oh, 5-2 takes out Jewish on that back of the point. Peek throws a gun to his teammate. Now they all have rifles. Throwing foam over. Andrew could get caught out by this wall opening up if he's not careful. Peek opens up that wall. Andrew pushes out. Takes out Toast as he gets taken out by 5-2. Peek trying to get a pick off on this back hallway. Barely can't get anything. Bennett up on the bench, trying to see if he can see anyone at all. Bennett does get shot a little bit by his teammate. Peek here, peeking out. No pun intended there. 50 seconds here for Ling. They have to try to get the plant down. EMP is in front of the other door, unfortunately. Bennett is probably going to see Peek as he tries to push in here. We do have 5-2 trying to push into this door. There is 2 statics down, so he might have to go to the wall. He does manage to pick up a stim here. 30 seconds left. Peek is now in the point. Does take out Daxi. Gets taken out there by Bennett. 5-2 gets the refrag. Ling picks up their first round here on ship. Well deserved. Breaking the streak here for ZER0. They're going to have to put some work in, actually, as they do go down a good bit of economy there. Andrew at 1,400. Jewish only at 2,150. Ling, meanwhile, able to go for a pretty good soft buy here. 2 Maruis, a Vezin, and then 2 SMGs. Not too bad. Looks like we do have mid-floor here on ship. If I had to guess, Ling is probably going to try to just do a standard push here through berthing. I'm surprised to not see more defensive utility, actually, on this room. Most teams do push through here, so if you could get a cheeky trip down where they might not know it'll be there, it can, pay out dividends. It is 400, 2 trips to get the kill, but they could at least get someone low. Betting on the fact that they won't have a stim. Dumb here might get a pick off on this window if Ling is not careful. He does think there's somebody on that window, clearly. Ling pushing in here. Medical actually has no roamers other than Dumb. Dumb is going to get almost droned out there, I believe. Ling did not get that drone off. Dumb does unfortunately miss his shots there. Nearly takes out a player there. Peek takes out Andrew as Zen takes out Dumb. Bennett takes out Peek and Zen. 3v3 here. ZER0 does have health advantage, however. Daxi is getting pushed in on. He's solo on the point as the other 2 are roaming. Having to take this down himself. Does take down Toast. EMP is planted. Nearly takes down 5-2 as he tries to push out of the point. Parrot takes down Daxi. Juice Potato pushing up here through berthing. Takes out Parrot. Now it is just 5-2 trying to take out both these players. Get flanked by Bennett. And Bennett goes for the defuse. ZER0 gonna be up 2 now here on ship. Some exciting rounds we're getting on all of these maps between these players. ZER0 and Ling both putting out some great rounds on both sides. I'm happy to be here watching it, honestly. I hope they get matched up during the season. I want the same energy brought to the season to get a great start for them. Looking at the scores here, Bennett Cornpay at a 3.5 KD. Congratulations to him. Meanwhile, over on Ling, they are going mostly even, but they have a good amount of kills. They're just barely not getting some of these rounds off, unfortunately. Alrighty. Looks like we do have probably a drone here from 5-2. They're down a good bit on economy because of that win from ZER0. Meanwhile, ZER0 going for just a straight-up full buy. Probably a great idea. Thank you, not Blue Slayer, for following. Looks like we actually have 2 roamers here from ZER0. Juice Potato takes out Parrot immediately, as Parrot did not wait to check if there were trip mines with the drone. That's the importance of letting your drone go first, folks. You really need to make sure there's no utility. It's an immediate player down there for Ling. Tough situation to be in. Looks like a nade's going to come out here. Dumb takes out Zen as Zen takes out Andrew. The drone here somehow doesn't get taken down there from the information denial. Daxi trying to go for a cheeky incendiary. Does block off the push in here from Toast. Daxi going for a quick push here. Dumb takes out Toast on that roam, I believe. Yep, he was roaming upstairs, seeming to be Zero's roamer. Now 5-2 and Peak both trying to get any kills off they can. They don't have great weaponry. Now they both do have Vezins, but they're having to push in 2v4, both teams at full health. Do drop into vent here. I'm not quite sure what the play is here for Ling. Hopefully they do. Watch out for Dumb actually right in front of his doorway here. He probably knows they're there. 5-2 is watching it. Peak puts his gun down. Probably going to get taken out by Dumb here. Gets taken out. Dumb pushes up. Gets taken out there by 5-2. Suddenly on a 1v3. Much more favorable situation, however. I'd say taking down the roamer. He knows most of the rest are going to be on points, but it looks like he might actually be going for a save here. Probably a good idea. Yeah, he's going for a save here. Gonna probably... Yep, he's going for a save. Doesn't take a look at the crab. Kind of sacrilege here. I'm surprised he's not going to look at the crab. You gotta look at the crab sometimes. Regardless, he is going to be going for a save. Ling could have had that playoff there, but ZER0 played their defense very well and, you know, very dangerous. Dumb, very dangerous on the roams there. He's been taking out typically like 2 players around, I would say, nearly. You know, very dangerous for Ling. They have to watch their back at all times or else they really won't get very many, you know, rounds off unscathed. Very unfortunate situation to be in here for Ling. They're going to be down 3. They're going to be on switch here. 5-2 is going to have a Vezin. It's a good idea to save here, or else he wouldn't have much else. Andrew, I believe, one of enough for a rifle, actually. He's going to have to get bought by one of his teammates. Meanwhile, Ling barely can go for a full buy if... if 5-2 does buy a gun for Zen. Looks like he will. Full buy here for Ling. They really need to get this round off. In fact, these two teams have mirrored the situation so far from the previous map. ZER0 going up 4, and then Ling, if they get this round off, they will completely mirror the situation from last time. Going in, down 2 rounds. ZER0 trying to get some good defense off here. On chip, Jewish Potato somehow can't get some trips up here on the door frame. Maybe knowing that, you know, they'd like to full push. Hopefully, Ling will drone in this time and check for trips before pushing in that door. It'll hopefully go a lot better for them. I look forward to seeing it. Looks like we will have 5-2 drone out here for Ling. A single drone, actually, from Ling. I'm surprised they still have some, you know, money left over. Why not just buy that extra drone just in case? Looks like they do check for trips real quick. Jewish Potato takes out the drone, but at least they know they can push in immediately. Toast heading to push in here. There is actually 2-3 roamers here from ZER0. Toast does take a little bit of damage from a nade, but I feel like that's more for information for ZER0. Andrew Cornpay is on the stairs, probably going to take out Peak here. Gets taken out by Peak immediately. Now ZER0 down on players rather than Ling on a 4v5. Zen throwing an incendiary to the back of the point. Unfortunately, I think it bounces there. Looks like no roamer here. Zen is on flank watch. Very good idea. Jewish Potato waiting with the Vez on the side of the door. Might get flanked here if the wall does get opened up. It is foamed out. Dumb looking to push up the stairs here. Peak does get taken out there by Dumb as Jewish takes out Zen. Parrot takes out Dumb. Bennett takes out Toast as he tries to push straight in, but might get taken out by a nade. Parrot takes out Jewish. Now it is just a 2v2. Bennett trying to maybe get a wallbang off here if he knows there's someone there, but he really has no idea if there is anyone there. 5-2 here, checking the stairs. seeing if there's any roamers. ZER0 really just biding their time here. There's not much else they can do. They have to wait for Ling to make a move, which can be good, but can be bad for some teams. They get restless sometimes, maybe, not knowing what's going on. They don't know if there's a rotate happening here, even. Indeed, Bennett is going to go check the other point. If ZER0 doesn't time this correctly, it will be pretty bad for them. Now on a 1v2 situation, no matter what point they push in on, I feel like, you know, with only 2 players left, I feel like sticking together, even if you don't know where they're coming in on, sticking together is much more important. You can hear, yeah, because now they're free to plant as Bennett is pushing in from the connector. He does get info peeked out. Now Ling has the plant down, pushing in. It gets taken out there. Playing numbers is super, super important when you're on a 2v2. You know, it's better to stick together and push in and try to take down the planters on the other point together rather than splitting up. Because now you're in a situation like ZER0 where they lose that round just because of unfortunate positioning. ZER0 fully mirroring the situation from last time. Now, on offense, 4-2, they need to get some rounds off here so that they can secure themselves OT. And Ling only needs 2 rounds to get this back. It's very attainable. They just need ZER0 to make a mistake. Which, you know, everyone's human as far as I've seen. They can make mistakes. Looks like we actually have a player drop from Ling at a really important time, unfortunately. That very much sucks for Ling, but at least they're on defense. ZER0 going for a pretty aggressive push here, actually. Pushing down into bathroom by A. Peek and 5-2 here, trying to block it off. Wall is open. Andrew pushes straight in. Peek and Andrew pass each other through the smoke, trying to kill each other. Dumb takes out Peek and Toast. Suddenly, ZER0 has the point. They can just come in and plant. Toast here taking over the bog is taken out immediately. 5-2 in the connector. Does not get hit by that nade. Pushes back through, getting chased to the connector, I believe. Does get chased. Does take out Dumb. It flashed out. He's probably going to get pushed in on. He does not. There is an incendiary down. ZER0 looking to claim the kill, actually, is on flanking here. Daxi, surprisingly, heading over to try to... Oh, I see. He is on flank, which I thought he was pushing through to the other point. I was going to say, I feel like at this point you don't really need to. ZER0 probably going to claim their 5th round immediately. Very unfortunate for Ling. A great fast push there from ZER0. You know, doing that push based off of their economy. Fantastic idea. Yep. ZER0 is going to claim their 5th round here. Now that the round is over, Daxi's pretty kill hungry here. He's going to come through, try to take out Ling. And he does take out 5-2. As 5-2, unfortunately, just whiffs a few shots above his head. Maybe the pressure getting to him. Ling does get their player back now. Unfortunately, they did drop one for that round. Pistol round's really important there. It sucks to lose a player. I feel very bad for Ling there, unfortunately. But they did their best with what they had. I'm curious what the push is going to look like here from ZER0. Will they try to push in quickly like last time, or are they going to go more conservative? You know, maybe mirroring Ling's, you know, playstyle here. Ling has been pushing fast and hard as much as they can. It hasn't been working out too necessarily well, I would say, except for those last 2 rounds. It worked really well for them. Stats real quick here. 10 and 7 from Dumb AF. Bennett Cornplay going 3.0. Fantastic from him. Parrot as well, 8 and 6. Very good. You know, for trying to hold down these points against ZER0. Drone denial there from Ling. Very good. Now that the ZER0 has really no idea what they're going in on, they do just push straight through. Trying to go for a very quick B push here. Toast, here's that wall foam. Toast and Zen trying to get cover behind the bomb. Zen takes out Andrew, trying to push up. Does take out Dumb. Dumb takes out Parrot with a great grenade. Toast sacrifices himself to take out that planter. 5-2 with a Jesper trying to take out these Ling players. ZER0, 6-2 here. Oh no, Ling is going to have to do some drastic measures here. It looks like they are just going to force buy. You really have to here. If you're down this many rounds, you have to force buy while you might have superior firepower. Oh, this is a rough situation. If ZER0 can get this round off, they're going to win these first 2 maps. And then Ling is going to have to try to get it back in the third. I feel like they can. Maybe they just didn't come in here as warmed up as they needed to. ZER0 getting some great plays off against Ling here. The push from ZER0 most likely is going to be, I believe, a hatch play. Quick push into navigation. Looks like Parrot probably guesses that as well. He is going to be sitting behind the bench here. Toast as well. Sitting by the wall breach, probably on flank. I am going to be curious to see if Bennett is going to drone in here. It looks like he is going to drone Daxian just in case there are trips. He is probably going to get denied information here. Yep, Toast does take out the drone, but they know there's someone on flank. Andrew, trying to TK his teammate, I think, just dies. Bit of a rough situation there. I'm not quite sure why that happened. Parrot takes out Dumb AF as well as Jewish Potato. Toast takes out Daxi. Now it is just Bennett on the 1v4. What can he really do here? There's an incendiary down. They do know where he is, I think. I think ZER0 maybe got a little overconfident on that push. Maybe someone walked directly in front of Andrew. Bennett puts the smoke down, gets killed through the smoke. Some great shots there from Parrot. Suddenly, Ling getting a round off here. Maybe comeback time here for Ling, especially with this economy. They'll be able to near full buy here, while ZER0 has to go back down to SMGs, and barely at that. With just a single rifle buy here from Daxi, trying to get the hero buy off. Hopefully they don't nickel and dime their way to a loss, just like Ling did last time. Looks like we have Ling setting up some defensive stuff here now. 2 statics on this A door is kind of surprising to see, but I suppose they just don't want a quick push here from ZER0. I'm surprised not see something on the wall. There is a roamer. Toast upstairs. Seeing a no shotguns, actually. I was kind of surprised to not see a shotgun here from Ling if they're playing so close quarters here on ship. Toast on an RCP is on roam. All right. Dumb AF actually pushing in separate from his teammates, maybe. No, he is looking to push through. They are blowing the hatch straight to B, actually. B push here. 5-2. Trying to push through. Andrew pushes straight in. Drops EMP. Takes out Daxi and Andrew. Andrew takes out one of the players as well. Parrot is very low here. Peak takes out Bennett with a incendiary. Ling claiming another round, actually. The quick push there for ZER0 not paying off. My goodness, are we going to see a repeat of last time? Full buy here from Ling, obviously, I would say. ZER0. They do go for a full buy here, but I think a save round maybe might be in order, so you can go in with utility as well as rifles, but maybe they're just deciding, you know, they might as well mirror it like last time. Ling, 2 rounds in a row now. Hopefully they can get the 3rd off and the 4th go to OT. What a poetic way to end the 2nd map. That would be fantastic to see. Not much utility to go around here from ZER0. Now they are buying. Looks like Bennett does have a drone here. We'll see if Ling can take down that drone as quick as they have been. Very exciting matchup here. ZER0 kind of dropping the ball a bit, especially after this happened to them last time. Bennett looking to push through with that drone. There are 2 trips, which he does drone out immediately. Toast does take down Andrew as Jewish takes down Toast. You get the refrag, even trade there. Daxi peeking around the pillar here. Peek does throw an early incendiary down. I'm kind of surprised it was that early. They do have B hatch actually foamed here. 5-2 shoots up a little bit through it, maybe hearing that foam go down. Dumb, Daxi, and Bennett here. Trying to push him with no information. Peek is behind the box to stand up and takes out Dumb. Looks like Daxi and Bennett are looking to push up towards this hatch on Jewish. Maybe going for a rotate here, actually. Bennett and Daxi are actually filming the other hatch. Zen is right here looking to push through the bathroom. Probably going to take out Bennett here. Does not take out Bennett. Bennett does get taken out there from the connector. Jewish takes out him from the back. Zen probably going to take out Jewish here. Very careless of him to just stand there directly in front of the vent. Daxi has to grab the EMP here. Peek is now in the bathroom, knows where EMP is as well. Rough situation for Daxi to be in. Chooses to push up. Yep, he sees the EMP. Back straight up. He doesn't need to push through now. Daxi has his back turned. Almost gets taken down by Parrot. Peek getting a bit greedy here, trying to push up and take him out. Yeah, he does get greedy, pushes straight up, and Daxi gets the win off. I think Ling dropped the ball there. They got a bit greedy and tried to push up rather than just playing time. They knew they had EMP. They knew they could just let Daxi, you know, try to peek them, and they could have played their own angles there. But I think they decided to just push straight up and try to take him out. ZER0 not making the same mistake twice. They do cut Ling off, and they get ship. Well done there from ZER0, claiming both maps. A clutch win on Factory, and then a great denial on Ling here on ship. I'm hoping we get a third in, maybe a server change, or a full disconnect. Looks like it might just be a full DC. Guessing it is just a full DC here from Ling. So I do want to say, you know, well played from both sides. I think it's just, unfortunately, it's so demotivating for a team sometimes to lose just barely on that last map. I'll see if it is a server change. I'm hoping it is a server change. I do see... No, it is just this server that we were just in. That sucks. I really wanted to see them finish this out. You know, even if they didn't win a map, I just feel like playing that third map would be really useful for Ling just to get their plays down a little bit. But I feel like maybe they're just giving up a little bit against ZER0. ZER0 had some great rounds off there. Some great utility from Ling as well in return, trying to get it down, but it looks like that is just going to be it. Bit of a unfortunate end, you know, very abrupt end to the cast here. But I hope you all enjoyed watching. It's been great for me to watch, especially, you know, seeing the plays down, seeing the 3Ks. There were a lot of 3Ks that I was not expecting during this stream. You know, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited to get it off. And that end there from Ling, just really unfortunate for Ling to die there, you know, on a peak, getting killed one at a time there, especially to one of those ZER0 members who was so low, he could have, you know, just got incendiaried out, or even a frag could have got him. Just really unfortunate for Ling, but I think that is going to be it from me. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. This has been Plague Doctor, streamcasting Ling versus ZER0. And and I hope you all have a great rest of your night.